This hockey game, the Caps fought back and got a 4-3 lead. It got tied at 4 and went into overtime. And then just minutes into the overtime, the Capitals pulled it out, winning 5-4. And let's see the game-winning play as Larry Murphy sent Dale Hunter away, and Hunter breaks in alone on Ron Hextall. And that's as simple as it is. It's a one-on-one situation, and Ron Hextall, who was shaky the whole series, was tremendous tonight when it really counted. Relentless pressure by the Capitals in the overtime, and they win at 5-4. They'll play the New Jersey Devils in round 2 starting on Monday night, and complete highlights coming up in sports.
And their first Patrick Division title, too, I believe, isn't it?
What's that?
For the Caps, it's their first
Patrick Division, well, playoff, yeah. They're moving into the second round.
Okay.
Correct. Thanks
a lot, Ken.
Yep.
We'll hear from you later.
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Itself. Kevin Kiley is standing by live in our newsroom with highlights of a most exciting game.
Meredith, 18,000 have been on their feet all night at the Capitol Center, and while they may be sore tomorrow, they'll also be happy. A great hockey game as the Caps fell behind 3-0 early in the second period, and then, as they have all during the series, they fought back. Gary Galley put the Caps on the board, and the crowd came alive. Kelly Miller scored to make it 3-2 late in the second period. Kevin Hatcher made it 3 straight to tie it. The two teams traded goals in the third, and we went to overtime. The Caps were all over the Flyers in the overtime until Dale Hunter on the breakaway completed the Capitals' incredible comeback. They win it 5-4. They will meet New Jersey in the Patrick Division Final. We'll have a complete report coming up in sports.
Forechecking, we got a lot more contact in their end, and the defense were pinching in a little more, so we're getting a little more chances in their end and getting a lot more shots on net and created some good opportunities.
This team has really had trouble getting out of the first round of the playoffs. Your thoughts now as Dale Hunter broke away and it goes in the net and you are indeed going on to the second round?
Well, I saw Dale going in on breakaway, and I was just clenching my fist and just hoping that he was going to put it away because we had a couple really good chances before that. And Hextall made a couple excellent stops, and Dale buried it, though.
I know the emotion is still high from this Flyer victory, but the New Jersey Devils are right in here on Monday. There's no rest for the wicked or weary.
No, we don't get much of a rest in New Jersey. They're getting excellent goaltending, and they're playing real good, so it's going to be a good series.
Okay, here's that breakaway again by Dale Hunter. I don't know if you can see it out there, but again, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it there. He just put it between his legs.
Okay, Kevin, thank you very much for stopping by. I know it's a great moment for the Caps. Go on and celebrate, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Kevin Hatcher of the Capitals, and again, we will be back in sports with the complete highlights of the night's game.
Yeah, I guess I'm the only one who's already given him the title. I keep saying he won the title. I'm looking past New Jersey.
You threw me a curve there when you said title, because they do indeed have another best-of-7 series to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Ken.
Tom, that's got to be an eruption that hallelujah, you did it.
That's, you know, when I seen it go across the line, I was hallelujah, all right. I was really happy.
Getting a breakaway in overtime just doesn't happen.
Well, they turned the puck over at our blue line, and our defenseman cut it up to me as I was coming late out of the zone, so pretty well gave me a clear breakaway then.
Dale Hunter, congratulations on what I guess has to be the biggest goal of your career.
Yeah, it's been one of the biggest I ever had.
Dale Hunter, congratulations.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Washington Capitals over the Philadelphia Flyers, 5-4 in overtime. We'll have the highlights a little bit later.
I have the results and the highlights coming up in sports.
Caps have the flair for the dramatic, I would imagine.
That's an understatement.
Based on last year and tonight, unbelievable. After falling behind 3-0, things look pretty bleak for the Capitals tonight in Game 7 against the Flyers. But the Caps rallied to win it 5-4 in overtime. They win the series 4-3, now advance to the second round of the playoffs against the Devils. George Michael standing by live now from the Cap Center. George, the Capitals tonight become only the 5th team in NHL history to rally from a 3-1 deficit and win a playoff series. I think it's kind of safe to say that the Caps have shaken that label of chokers. Would you agree?
I would have to agree 100%. They become the 4th team, the 5th time it's happened. The Islanders did it twice. The Washington Capitals, let me just say this once on the air. The Washington Capitals, trailing 3-1, trailing in this game 3-0, win in overtime before midnight, 5-4. 1 year ago tonight, Mike, you all lost to the Islanders, a game that went till 1:42 in the morning through 4 overtimes. Many people said, that's it, these guys will never come back and win again.
Don't think that it wasn't crossing our minds again tonight. I just have nothing but praise for the players on our team. Being down 3-1 in the series and then down 3-0 in the game tonight and coming back and winning. I think that we've always felt we've had that type of character, but it was just a matter of going out and proving it. You know, we feel pretty good about silencing our critics and taking that choke label and putting it on the shelf right now, and we just feel very good about the way we played.
Mike, this must be a feeling really that you guys almost can't describe, only because you're beating one of the quality tough teams that just has never blown a 3-1 lead.
You know, all the times we've come up against these teams and have come up short, you know, in tight situations and clutch situations, they've been teams like the Islanders, the Flyers, you know, teams that have traditions like that. And putting away the Flyers tonight certainly wasn't easy, and I think that it just makes it that much more meaningful being able to win against a team that has such a tradition. But, you know, you got to start tradition somewhere, and we feel that we've started the tradition right now in the Washington Capitals franchise.
I must ask you, you fall behind 3-0. You had, let's see here, 4 minutes of the worst hockey the Capitals have played all year in the second period. Mike, 3-0, what were you saying?
Well, you know, the thing is, it's crazy, but we were down 3-0. We still felt confident. We still felt that we were the better hockey team, and all we needed was a little bit of a rallying point. Gary Galley gave us that rallying point by scoring that goal, and from then on in, it was just a matter of rolling over the lines and attacking them, which I thought we did.
I must ask you, you now have to play Cinderella, the Devils.
Yeah, that's right. And
you don't think we're going to let the Flyers go? That's over. That's history. The Devils are here.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. We've had trouble with the Devils in that they've always worked hard, and they're playing the same type of hockey. They're working hard, and they worked hard enough to beat the Islanders. Even though it was a little tight in that last game, 6-5, but they still beat them out, and now we're concentrating on the Devils. We hadn't thought about them before about 10 minutes ago, so now we have to start concentrating on them.
Thanks and congratulations.
Thank you very much, George.
What a great game. Mike Gartner, everybody. Washington Capitals come from behind. They beat the Flyers. Here's some of the highlights of this game that were just spectacular. Let's go back a little bit earlier, about 3.5 hours ago. In this game, the Philadelphia Flyers in orange, leading 1-0. Brian Propp would come up with a rebound goal that would give the Flyers a 2-0 lead over the Capitals. When Propp scored on the rebound, it appeared that perhaps Pete Peters and everybody was going to be in big trouble. And then the Flyers would continue to pour it on, leading 2-0. The Flyers would go on to make it 3-0. Here on the goal, Mark Howe will take the shot. Howe gets the shot. It goes right past Pete Peters. Howe with an excellent goal. This is when we were talking to Mike Gartner. What were you thinking when it was 3-0? Because the Flyers had the, it appeared they had the game put away. But then the Capitals would start their comeback. Mike Ridley, number 17, will work his tail off to get the puck to number 10. Ridley does the work. Miller is there. He puts it past Hextall. All of a sudden, people said, well, maybe the Capitals ain't dead. Now, Kevin Hatcher runs right into Ron Hextall. Watch number 4 in white. There's Hextall. Hatcher plows into Hextall. Hextall was down on the ice for at least 3 or 4 minutes. No fight erupted. There was not a fight in the whole game. But Hextall down on the ice, he would continue, however. Kevin Hatcher, just moments later, would tie this game from the point. That would be at the far top right of your screen. There in the center, that's Hatcher. He'll walk in, winds up, takes the shot. The game was tied 3-3. The teams would then get a goal each in the third period. So it was tied 4-4, and everybody's thinking, not another overtime. We know what happens in overtime on Saturday night. But on this Saturday night, breaking in on a breakaway would be Dale Hunter. Hunter will come from the right of your screen. Now, when he comes ahead of everybody, there's the head man pass by Murphy. On the stick of Hunter. He comes in alone on Hextall. He beats him. Washington Capitals over the Philadelphia Flyers 5-4. That's the story, Todd. Without question, the most exciting, the best, and the biggest game the Washington Capitals have ever played. They move on to face the Devils Monday night here at the Cap Center. I'm George Michael reporting live from the Cap Center.
Thank you, George. I think Mike Gardner made a real good point. This could possibly be a win for this franchise to build upon. Now, well, the Capitals...
Caps alarm clock went off about then. Gary Galley scored, and then Mike Ridley won a face-off, and Kelly Miller somehow got a stick on it. And after that, the game was tied at, or check that, it was 3-2 Philadelphia. And then late in the second period, a Kevin Hatcher rocket blasted by Ron Hextall, and this indeed tied the game at 3-3. Hatcher has quite a shot anymore. 5:19 into the third. Gary Galley's point shot was tipped by Dale Hunter, and the Caps had the lead at 4-3. But that held up for exactly 1 minute and 2 seconds. Peter Zezel won the draw to Brad Marsh. He nailed it off a skate in front, and the game was tied at 4-4 and into overtime. Then the play that got the white pom-poms waving, 5:57 into OT. Larry Murphy sent Dale Hunter in on the breakaway. Hunter got it by Ron Hextall, and the Capitals got the first-round monkey off their back, 5-4 in overtime. So indeed, the hero of tonight's game is Dale Hunter, and Dale is with us from the Cap Center. Dale, before we get to the real heroics here, when you tipped in Gary Galley's shot that made it 4-3, did you have in your mind, hey, we've completed the comeback, we're home free?
Well, at that moment, with 10 minutes left, we blew a lead once before, so we kind of tried to take it to them, but I lost the face-off, and Marsh scored from the point, so that tied it up, and we had to start all over again.
Yeah, you did have to start all over again. Was there that fear that, oh boy, here we go again? I mean, the first goal has won all 6 games, and they started off with 3 on you, and then, you let that 1-goal lead slip away, 4-4. Was there fear at that point?
Well, we're pretty confident. We're down 3-1 in games, so we knew right away that we're going in overtime now, and anything can happen, and this is where we wanted to be last week at this time.
Okay, describe the winner to us.
Well, Larry Murphy intercepted the puck at the blue line, and I circled, coming out late of the zone, I circled around in the middle there, and he fed me the perfect pass, and I went in. I kind of deked him a little bit, and he opened his legs up and gave me a little room to put it through.
Your thoughts when that thing went in?
Well, I was just glad it's over, and to score a 7th overtime goal like that is a big thrill for me.
Okay, we talked to Kevin a little bit earlier, Kevin Hatcher, and there's no rest for the weary because the New Jersey Devils come right in here on Monday.
Well, New Jersey, they worked hard to get in the playoffs, and they had a great series against the Islanders, so, they're going to be a hard-working team, and we're going to have to just work just as hard.
Dale, congratulations. The victory wreath is on your head tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, Dale Hunter of the Capitals. And, of course, they become only the 5th team in NHL history to come from 3 games to 1 down and come back and win a series, and the New Jersey Devils come in on Monday.